killer buried, but not dead. They say he died as a boy, but he keeps coming back. Some have even tried to stop him. No one can.
Ready?
I guess you're going to do
We
it.
have to rewrite it, don't we? Because you can't.
Oh no, let's.
You can't ad-lib, Gene.
Can we do for the last week, and next week we'll do it. Next year we'll do it next year.
No, every week counts.
You read it then. You ad-lib it. I'll do nothing. Let him do whatever he wants. This is going to be today's
That's why
theme.
I think we ought to write it into the...
No, let him do it.
Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood.
There goes the neighborhood.
That's this week on Cisco and Ebert and the movies and the asshole.
Great. That was great.
And that's Roger.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. And tonight's watch along is, if I could get the banner to work, there we go. JEFFMAN316, Let's Talk Movies. Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, chat and watch along. Anybody that hits the door, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. If you are a subscriber, make sure you do hit the like button. It helps. Super chat's available. You can send me Cash App if you want to support the channel. And then we already got a bunch of people in the house. That's good. I'm glad you guys stayed over. Rick is here. Let's go, Scott. Sorry you didn't win. Hey, Rick and Scott, y'all missed the giveaway video. Sega CD Universe 1. Yep. Scott was there. I think he was there until his name was. I thought you were on there for a second, or you just commented. I'm all ready to go. Yep, I think I got it ready. I came close, was down in the final 7 till he said my name. Sorry. Yep, just waiting. So I'm ready to get into this one as well. I can't stay like back as late as long as we normally do. I got my Christmas party at work tomorrow, or lunch in, as they say. Everybody's doing the pleasantries. I have a bit of a cold and something close to my eye, just above my nose. They don't know if it's a cyst, but said it looks infected. That sucks, man. I had a cyst on my eyelid one time before, and it hurt. Kane Hodder is the ultimate Jason. I agree with that. You're taking Sudafed. So let me make sure I can comment in case I do, because it said something about I had an error with comments. And then we'll go. It's just, not that I ever need to make comments, but just in case I do. All right, it's working. So yeah, so we're watching Friday the 13th, Part 7. They do the intro at the beginning, but I'm going to go ahead and read the intro real quick. Jason Voorhees is accidentally freed from his watery prison by a telekinetic teenager. Now only she can stop him. After he was chained to the bottom of Crystal Lake by Tommy Jarvis, a young telekinetic girl known as Tina Shepard accidentally kills her father with her powers at Crystal Lake. Years later, Tina and her mother return to the lake, where Tina's doctor tries to manipulate her powers for his own evil plans. Then he tries to resurrect her father. Tina tries to resurrect her father, but accidentally awakens Jason. It's now up to Tina to use her powers to stop him and the evil doctor. And we're talking about Terry Kaiser as Dr. Cruz, the evil doctor. We got Laura Park Lincoln as Tina. We've got Kevin Spiritus as Nick. And Kane Hodder as Jason, one of my favorite Jasons, if not my favorite, in this one. And in Part 8, he does a really good job, too. So either way, you say Richard Brooker. He was really good, but I think I like this Jason best of all. I don't know why. It was always one of my favorites. So we'll get ready to go here. Yep. Damn, Doug, you feel better than that. then that it doesn't get worse. Yeah, we'll all be thinking about you, Dougie Fresh. So I'm ready to go. Let me get my headphones queued up and we'll get the movie started. I think I'm ready to go. So I'll go ahead and give the countdown. Wait a minute. You accidentally took 2 tablets of yesterday of Sudafed because I thought it was combined. So I'll take it tomorrow and it's every 12 hours, no more than 2 in 24 hours. Yeah, hopefully you'll feel better before Christmas. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This is one of my favorite intros to the Friday the 13th series. I love the voiceover and it's one of the better recaps of the series. Do you guys know who's reading the intro here? It's somebody who famously was in the first couple movies. And I won't tell you real quick unless somebody wants to tell me or guess. I know who it is, but yeah, she's saying you're taking the strong ones. A killer buried but not dead. So do you guys know who that is speaking there? Anybody drinking anything good tonight? I got a little bit of everything over here. I got some champagne of the poor man there, some Michelob Ultra. And I mixed a drink. It might be a little strong, so I got me a couple other things just in case, because I was in a hurry, so I might have mixed it too strong. The champagne of beers was what? I forget who called himself the champagne of beers. Ain't that the damn truth? I think they get overly excited when they beat a good team and then they play down the next week. The owner of the company I work for is going to Florida to see Dallas play Miami in person. I wonder if he's that's gonna be a mistake. I should have went to see him play Carolina Panthers. You have a cough, like a smoker's cough or pneumonia, but I wasn't coughing at the doctor, so she said my breathing sounded fine, but it's getting worse. My wife's had a lingering cough for over a week. Yeah, the dang Packers lost. Hey, howdy, hey, Cody. I did my giveaway and you didn't win. I apologize. Sega CD Universe won. We're still at the recap stage with Tommy pouring gas into the water. Hey, you give some shit away for free, you get those people up in the giveaway, man. They were in there for we had like 20 strong. Give me 1 second. Let me check something real quick. People forget he's down there. Cody, you probably know the answer to my question before you came in. Who is doing the voiceover at the beginning of Friday 13 Part 7? You guys remember who that is? Where's my channel at? You know, I just realized I need to record a new intro video. Anybody that finds me now, my channel is like totally different than what it was. Now, the one thing I don't like about this one, I think the theme song during the credits is a very anticlimactic, man. It's like they did some good old, mix of the themes from other movies throughout that intro, and then they get to this shit, and it's just dun 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 dun. It's garbage. Hey, what's going on? I appreciate you stopping by. Hit a like on the video if you don't mind. We're at the title sequence of Friday the 13th Part 7. The intro is over with. Has everybody got to work this week? Is any of you guys taking off work for Christmas early? I'm letting a lot of my people take off early. I'm going to work and I'm going to take off after Christmas. Oh, yeah. I loved them back when they was the triplets, man. That was when I got into it. There was nothing like sitting there watching with my dad watching them win 3 out of 4 Super Bowls. Maybe by the time I have grandkids, that'll happen again. So here's my question. Jason is under the water, right? What changed the color of his clothes since Part 6? And where is where's his utility belt? Yeah, she does remind me of the girl from Poltergeist. I think I remember thinking that back in the day. Yeah, why did Jason's outfit change between movies? If it gets waterlogged, does it change color? Does somebody go down there and strip his clothes off? Yeah, that always bothered me. But I do like this look better. I didn't particularly like Jason with gloves and a utility belt. Yeah, that's the way I think about a lot of those B cheesy movies. That they're all right. None of them are ever really great, but they're decent, good enough to watch. I liked it. I mean, if people don't like, cheesy movies like that, they're not going to like it at all. He pooped himself. Maybe he did. I don't know. The fish ate the belt. Where's his gloves at? Does he have gloves when he comes out of here? I can't remember. It's just dead hands, like zombie hands. I've got a box on my counter that's got that and that Empire of the Apes in it that I just got. I haven't obviously watched it. I just opened it. What did you think? Is it garbage? But we're completists, so we have to have them all. You got an ad that's never happened while the stream? That's weird. Maybe I'm getting more popular, man, because I watch some of the, more popular dudes, and then if they've got monetization turned on, I get interrupted sometimes with ads. Sorry, I don't place ads. I just tell it to monetize everything. I should turn it off, but I don't get any money during the live stream. Hold on a second, because I get like 30 cents. Hold on a second, I'll turn it off. Give me 1 second. Here comes Bernie. They should add him where Jason killed him and then he come back to life like Bernie. I turned it off. Yeah, I haven't done anything any different than I normally do. So, but I went ahead and turned it off. Hey, 30 cents is 30 cents. I give you that. I pay for the good version of StreamYard, so at least I'm making enough on YouTube now to pay for that. This will be the first time I think I'll get revenue 2 months in a row. Woo! You got interrupted during mid-level media's video, but never on yours. Hey, man, that means I'm getting a little better. Maybe it's because I'm getting into the algorithm. Woo! That sounds good. Yeah, I need to get that revenue. Yeah, Jason versus Bernie. Well, YouTube takes a lot when it comes to when you donate, but YouTube is the one that's giving you the revenue when it comes to ads. So it's a certain amount, per viewing hour and all that shit. That's why you got to have an 8-minute video or longer before they'll give you any ads other than at the beginning. So when I have a video that's usually 10, 15 minutes, it's why I start putting that intermission in the middle so that I can put an ad in there. Yeah, that's good. We did it together. You guys rule. Tina's needs some fucking conditioner on that hair, man. She got like the ultimate frizzies. She's Cruz and Tina come back for the Roseblood. Peter Anthony made the Roseblood, basically an unofficial sequel fan film to this movie. You guys should check that out. Yeah, if you guys ever want to send me any money, just Cash App it. Don't. Guess I shouldn't have said that. YouTube would be like, what? Oh, to answer my own question since nobody else did. Crazy Ralph from the first two movies is the one who did the voiceover here at the beginning of this one. Hey, you got 32, man. Congrats. It took me forever to even get close to 1,000. See, I got it kind of I'd rather have PayPal if they send it friends and family. If they don't, then PayPal takes just as much money as YouTube would. So no, we all rule together. Hey, Gigi. So while you're on here, we need to talk about what we were talking about. I think I've changed my mind. Instead of just overall trying to pick a horror pack title for the year, like what's my favorite one or what we would consider the best one, could we do the horror pack exclusives and you and I try to pick one that's the best of the year? Burping that fucking beer. Is there any website that lists all the horror pack exclusives? Oh, somebody's got them on Letterboxd. Well, at least part of them anyway. The first 45. I need to rest. Oh, the Blu-ray form has got them. With which video? Which video you talking about? You talking about my awards video? I still got like a bunch of people. Just so you know, I got a bunch of people helping me out this year. I'll give you guys some spoilers, as Paul Heyman says. Do I have a thing for that? Yeah, so I'm going to give you guys some spoilers.
And that's not just a prediction. That is a spoiler.
I'll look real quick in a minute. So just to give you a heads up, so Doug is I've recorded him. He recorded a little video where he's going to introduce a video, one of the Steelbook ones. I've got a independent film of the year, and somebody has recorded an intro, and the winner has recorded an acceptance video for me. I have a independent filmmaker of the year again, and somebody's recorded the intro and somebody's recorded the acceptance for me. I've got a fan film of the year that I'm really trying to get somebody to record an acceptance video for me, but I'm playing damn social media tag with them. But Peter Anthony's doing an intro for me. Doug's doing one. Cody's doing one. Mid-Level Media's doing one for me. Rocco the Great, the Toy Hunter's doing one for me. You know, just when I think that my channel doesn't mean anything to anybody, then I get, one of those guys actually comes through with me. You watched Home Alone time in a couple of years and Die Hard. I started watching Die Hard. I need to finish it. There will be an updated video coming out right around Christmas, maybe Christmas Eve, of my main top 5 reasons that Die Hard has to be a Christmas movie. So watch that. I've got the Horror Punk. If you guys follow him, he's doing a video for me. Um, who else is it? Rocco's already done it. Jason Pitts, the guy that won my independent filmmaker last year, he's doing one of the videos. And I don't know if you guys know Drum Dums. He does a lot of stuff with horror movies and other movies. He's doing an intro to one of my videos. So this is going to be a different video for me. Instead of just me doing all the awards, I wanted to get some people that I've either inspired me to do YouTube, or you guys who are my friends who do YouTube. I want to include you, and I'll talk about you during the video. This is my favorite part, where Jason's coming up out of the water. Peter Anthony did a similar scene to that in his Roseblood movie. That's fucking epic, dude. That's one of the best Jason entrances ever. But yeah, that's what I was just saying. Gigi, I want her to do one for a horror pack, but you and I'd have to pick what our favorite horror pack is, and then I'll include you. So the way I'll do it is, I've got the awards, digital ones on the screen, and I'll say this is the award for such and such, and I've got a special presenter, and then I'll edit in the video, and then when I come back afterwards, you guys would have announced the winner. Now, some of the ones that are the worst, like worst steelbook and all that, I'm not going to get somebody to do the worst awards. I'm going to do the worst ones. But I want other people to help me. So I want it to kind of be like a 60-40 split. But I wanted like a toy hunter to help me do the toy one. So I've got one email out for somebody who hasn't responded yet. Durant Cinema, I don't know if you guys know him. He does a lot with steel books. So I'm going to try to get him to do it. So yeah, you look forward to them, you and I, the last 12, whatever they are. And if we get the horror pack, my horror pack actually shipped. Let me see when it says it's going to come in. So the guy that's his birthday is there. Him and his girlfriend out in the woods, and is there any nudity in this one? I can't remember. Doug, you should remember. Is any nudity in this one? So the horror pack, I actually saw where my DVD got canceled after they shipped this last one. So it's down to just a Blu-ray subscription. You can always spend the evening with me and Bernie. Not as must what? Not as must 5. What? I tried to log into their site and then it gave me an error. When I looked last night, it said it had a tracking number next to mine, but I don't know if they've actually shipped yet or not. Like it says I log in, but then it won't do anything. You talking about not as much as 5? Well, no, none of the Friday 13s have as much damn nudity as 5. I was seeing if they sent me a tracking. I don't see it. So mine might not have tracked either. That package I got that I showed you at the end of that video, the one I got from Australia, took like 3 fucking months to get here. Yeah, that is funny. I'd actually seen that somewhere before. I don't know whether it was streaming or something, or somewhere I saw that and I laughed my ass off. That'd be a good one to get drunk and just laugh your ass off at. It's not sideways, bruh. It's widescreen. And yeah, I told everybody to do a widescreen so it would match. See, the YouTubers, I didn't even have to say that to because most of the big YouTubers automatically do that. If they didn't, I would have just zoomed in on it. And then would have looked like shit. I appreciate you doing that for me, Dougie Fresh, though. You're the man. Do any of you guys get the Jason man throwing shit and hitting the guy in the back? That's where you get that spike. And you guys buy any of those Visual Vengeance movies, which is I think a line of movies from Red Eye releasing? I've been picking those up randomly, like one at a time, and I finally got it down to the last two, and I got a guy trying to sell me the last two. You was drunk when I watched it, so it had me laughing. Yeah, it helps if you drink a little. You read the other comment. Which one are you talking about? Still waiting for my Loot Fright to ship, and then the BAM box, still nothing on that. I think I got shipping on my. Did I get shipping on my BAM box? Shit, I don't even remember. That BAM box. I guess I need to recommend another box for me. Should I get the Loot Fright? Because I want something to replace the BAM box. We need to make an 80s movie. Jeff Mann is the killer. I could do that. I have to have a cool mask. Did you guys see that movie? It's a Wonderful Knife. Is that what the name of it is? I thought the outfit in that all white was kind of cheesy because every time they kill somebody, they'd have to go clean it. It just was stupid. The Zombie Fright. I'll look into that. Yeah, I need to get one to replace it. Go into the new year with a new unboxing. Did any of you pick up the $9.99 Disney 100 worst steel books ever? Looking in steel books ever. It actually won my award for the worst looking steel book of the year. Anybody pick any of those up? Best Buy, I guess, as of Friday, was doing a 3-day sale. We had them for $10. So everybody's assuming they're starting to clearance out their movies. A lot of the movies that they had listed for pre-order through February are now off the site. So this is when Tina comes over to the friend's house or the next door neighbors and is meeting all of the are these supposed to be teens? I don't know what they are. Teens, early 20s. You got the blonde bitch. I got to put up the poll for next week after starting tomorrow. What did we say we're going to have the 3 choices for Christmas? We're going to do it Saturday night. What are the 3 choices? You fell asleep during the beginning of that. It's a Wonderful Night, but after I woke up, thought it was good. The only part, I'll just go ahead and I won't spoil it, but the only part I didn't like is I didn't like the supernatural aspect they added to the end of it. It just should have just been a straight up slasher movie. I thought that supernatural aspect. I mean, I know it already had the thing kind of like the Groundhog Day effect thing of the Aurora Borealis, but I didn't need that other shit they put in there about how he controlled people. First, Jason took on Horshack in part 6. Now in part 7, he takes on Bernie Lomax. Yep. At least they had some named people. Did anybody recognize that as Horshack when it came out at the theater? Probably no teen recognized that as Horseshack. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bruh, could there be a more disappointing sequel than Weekend at Bernie's 2? After the first one was such a 80s classic comedy, to have the second one be about voodoo shit and have him dancing and stuff. Be right back. Look for you. Okay. Speaking of that, I didn't have time to do a video. Today is the 47th anniversary of the Dino De Laurentiis classic King Kong starring Jessica Lange. That's the collector's edition. I love this King Kong. I grew up with it. You tell me that this doesn't have some of the best artwork ever in a movie right there. I know it doesn't match what goes on in the movie, but that shit is good. I used to collect the trading cards. Look on the channel. I was doing a thing at one point where I used to open wax packs of movie cards. I actually got back in the day a graded card of because I like the artwork of King Kong. That artwork is epic, man. So today's the 47th anniversary. Is King Kong Lives a rare DVD? The DVD, no, because they actually released it on Blu-ray. I've got it. Umbrella released it, so it's a region-free Blu-ray you can get pretty cheap. I bought that. I know the movie's not great. It's got Linda Hamilton in it, but I just gotta. I don't know, man. It's a little guilty pleasure, man. I love the King Kong from, was it 76? I saw it when I was a kid. Went to the theater. My dad and I used to watch it. I love it. I love King Kong. Stop showing cool stuff so you can look. That's fine. This beer's good. I've been going all day, man. I needed to relax. I love coming on here watching movies with you guys. So this is one of the ones where Jason, they cut out a ton of his, the violence in this. The MPAA was on a rampage about in the late 80s going into the early 90s. That was before like video was popular about releasing shit uncut and unrated, because there's an uncut unrated version of part 9. Okay, you big hunk of a man, come and get me. I used to hate that. Would a woman really say that with those fucking bangs right there, those 80s bangs? You big hunk of a man, come and get me. She's laughing at you, Doug. No, Bud Light gives me the headache, bro. Michelob Ultra in the metal bottle. I'm not a huge beer drinker, but if I do, it needs to stay cold. They stay frosty in these metal bottles, man. Boom. So in the original cut, he hit the sleeping bag on the pole multiple times. I like how that kill got cut down. They revisited it again multiple times. Like, there's the kill where he puts the girl in a sleeping bag in the remake and puts her over the fire, and then there's the one where he's in the holodeck in Jason X where he slams him up against the tree multiple times. The girls, this movie could get the award for the girls with the worst 80s fucking hair, dude. It's awful sad the girl who's got her hair braided there looks the best. And he's over there talking her up, throwing rocks in the lake. This is where he gives his 30-second dissertation of who he is and where he's from. That was you said, Doug. You said that was cool stuff. Showing King Kong was cool stuff. I got the whole set of trading cards from that set. That was from 1976 tops. The artwork on there was just fucking awesome, man. I wonder who made that. I wonder who drew that stuff. How do you guys categorize your movies? Like I tend to put mine. I got multiple ways I category. When I looked over there, I got most of my shout stuff, the good shout stuff, together, and then I got some other horror stuff. I got a shelf of horror sequels that I like. Like it's got Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead, and all the sequels, Jeepers Creepers, The Purge, Hatchet, VHS, Rob Zombie, Texas Chainsaw. And then I got a shelf of 80s comedies. And then I got a shelf of Marvel. So I don't put I got too many movies to constantly shuffle them in alphabetical order. So I know a lot of people do that. I can't do that. Plus, probably only 40% of my collection is up here in this room. The good stuff, the stuff I pay money for. The shit like Dollar Tree, none of that Dollar Tree stuff makes it up here in this room. Most of yours mainly horror with a few comedies, some romantic movies. I got a little bit of everything. I got a TV stand over here in front of my closet. The closet's where I keep my coats and some wrestling shirts. I've got a cart that's got a actual TV VCR combo on it, so I can watch some VHS if I ever want to in here. I actually hooked up a gaming system up to it, my old Sega Master System last weekend, and played Altered Beast. I got a stack of custom VHS tapes that people have made for me, and then on the cart is all my box sets, because that way I can just wheel it out in front of the closet anytime I need to get in there. I know, I'm just kidding, but I wouldn't say, because it only costs $1. The stuff I keep up here, my basement isn't finished, so I've got big giant racks that I put my movies on down there. I would say anything that's worth money or that I watch a lot repeatedly is up here with me, so I don't have to go down and dig through it. And everything down there is mainly by studio, so that way it's easier for me to find it. But I've ended up getting where I've got literally a really small tote, probably 2 or 3 feet wide, a couple feet deep, of movies that I haven't put into my collection. So I got to quit buying shit. Your main collection is in storage hours away. Now you need to get that, and the main collection needs to be with you, and the rest of it needs to be in storage. This is what I consider to be most boring part of this movie. Is why I'm kind of talking, where Tina comes over and they're making fun of her, and you're seeing more of the shenanigans with the kids over there. You're right. There's a couple people that only follow my Dollar Tree videos, and like that. If I had to pick, I haven't decided if I'm going to include one. If I had to pick a Dollar Tree title that was one of my favorite ones to find, it was that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles documentary DVD that I found and watched it. That was very interesting. I'm not a big Turtles guy, so it was really interesting to hear that history. And then I've actually got somebody that told me if I found another copy, they wanted one. So I guess maybe that wasn't as it wasn't out there where everybody could find multiple copies of it. The main good guy looks like a young Christopher Reeve. Yeah, a little bit. He actually came back at the end of Roseblood too, so that was kind of cool. So Peter Anthony is actually producing a original movie, not a fan film that he's making. It's called Laugh, and he's actually got Terry Kaiser as one of the stars. What other movies was he in? I saw these are the only two I really remember him. I watched an episode of Three's Company the other day, and he was in it. Does anybody remember that? P2 was the other one. P2. P. P is in. Well, I was going to say something raunchy, but I'm not. Because I wanted to pick something different, and I know nobody will vote for it, but I wanted to put it in there anyway, just to make people aware of it. This is the movie I'm talking about right here. A businesswoman is pursued by a psychopath after being locked in a parking garage on Christmas Eve. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think I found that like last year. You wanted Krampus. I'm not a huge fan of Krampus. Yeah, I hadn't seen Krampus, and I bought that 4K, and I wasn't super impressed with it. It was good. I mean, I would say it was okay. You know everybody's going to pick Black Christmas no matter what we put on there with it anyway. If you want, I'll put Krampus on there instead of P2. We could watch P2 anytime. Yeah, he was a mob guy, and basically he loved his mother, and she made whatever food it was spicy. Do we get to see this chick naked? Life doesn't always go as planned. Fucking tell me about it. So we get to see butt crack and side boob. Yeah, that did look good. This dude ain't even got his fucking sweater that he's tying over his shoulders, and she's like nude already. Do you remember when Peter Griffin from Family Guy was like showing side boob videos, and then at the end he showed one and he was like, "That's my side boob." This dude is like crawling on the ground when Jason's there. This is fucking weak right here. Get up, dude. He just got an axe to the face. To the face. That is a holiday horror movie. P2, I just said it happens during Christmas Eve. I don't know if they had it in a horror pack or not. Crack kills. So basically you get the jaw shot of her from behind. Just a bunch of butt crack. I like that scene with him grabbing her leg and pulling her down. So you got to pause this to get nipple. What kind of fucking movie is this? I don't want to have to pause movies. Yeah, P2 is really good. That's why I was going to recommend it. Shit, I almost dropped my phone. You want to get high? You know who says that? What's that girl right there? She dressed like fucking Chucky. This is before cell phones. She's like, "Hi, I'm Chucky. I'll fuck you to the end." Have I seen Christy? Dude, I recommended Christy. Oh, I thought I've got it sitting right there. Am I going to get up and get it? Because I watched it. It was one of my Thanksgiving recommendations. I did a shorts on it. That's a really good movie, man. Jason dragging her seaweed ass up out of the. What is all that stuff? Algae and stuff on her? They have that stuff at the bottom of lakes. Yeah, it is a great movie. Gigi likes to laugh at me. All's fair in love and war. She said likes got nothing to do with it. She just wants to bone him. You talking about P2 is a great movie? Dude, Rachel Nichols is smoking in that movie. You know, she played in the remake of she was the babysitter in the remake of Amityville Horror. And she was also in what's the name of the remake of that movie Inside, where she's pregnant and they got that woman coming after her baby. Have you guys seen that? Did I ever watch the movie The Maze? Yeah, I watched it. I didn't really particularly like that movie. You see him Wonka? Yeah, well, I would watch Die Hard. I have no interest in seeing Wonka. I'll watch Wonka at home. She's trying to make that dude jealous, and the Ashton Kutcher looking dude is believing her. Like she would like have anything to do with him. She wouldn't even let her smell her vagina, much less give him some vagina. I'm trying to be clean and say the nice word. This is when she goes snooping. This woman, her mother has got the most 80s look of any mother in history. She's got the winged back hair. She's got the big bangs. She's got the sweater with the sleeves rolled up. Got her khaki pants all the way up under her tits. That is like the most 80s mother outfit in history. Weed Eater with Saw Blade. That's my favorite weapon in all the series. If you watch, I opened the NECA figure of this and talked about it, and Peter Anthony even put it in his video because he thought it was so cool. I mean, his movie. Didn't they call this movie Friday the 13th on set because most of the actors? I think so, which is fine with me. Maybe that's why we didn't get as much nudity. Yeah, it is a cardigan. I know. So he's seeing the actual dead body. So Tina isn't as crazy, and all of a sudden he just randomly starts lightning. My nose is stopping up for some reason. I think I need more alcohol. We talking about what? Look at her hair. Is she got on a cardigan? Is that what that sweater is? I must not ever had one. Yeah, that feathered hair, man. Look at that wings. I used to even hate girls that did that back in the 80s. I say that my wife when I didn't know I knew my wife when we were kids, and then I didn't see her again for a while, but I did run into her in high school sometimes. She had her hair similar to that. I thought it was silly back then. Your magical movie rewards program takes a break from Christmas, basically. So I won't be seeing Aquaman. Dude, you'd have to pay me to see Aquaman. That movie is going to be hot garbage. I hate movies that are all CGI, other than like Avatar. That's good, but the Aquaman, it just looks bad. I hope it tanks worse than Flash did, and the Marvels. No, not to me. It doesn't. I'd rather at least in Marvels you're seeing some hot chicks. Plus, you got to look at old Johnny Depp's ex, and at least in part of it. I like Jason Momoa in small bits. That's why I like him in Justice League, but I just can't stand him like in full blown movies. Your wife still has feathered hair? I'm sorry. Like that? My wife had forever. I will tell you the reason I don't like it. I don't usually go into personal shit on here, but I'll tell you. There was a couple girls that I liked in high school that basically rejected me, and like when I say that, they like did it the worst ways possible. Both of them had hair like that, and it was basically after that I just hated any girls that had their hair that way. They weren't just mean. I mean, they were mean about it. They weren't just. But I put my glasses back on. So Tina Rex leaving. She's seeing another premonition or whatever you want to call it. If I need it, I got my glasses right here. I keep them nearby. I'm nearsighted, so I can see everything pretty good. If I need to read small print far away, I have to have them. So I rarely even wear my glasses at work, but I wear them to drive. Did you guys see that Leave the World Behind on Netflix? I was thinking about doing a review of that. I drive the company Tesla, and that scene scared me. And then literally the day after I watched it, they were talking about the Tesla had a recall because of the autopilot. So you don't like Farrah Fawcett? I like Farrah Fawcett, but it's not for her fucking hair. Because like when you look at Farrah Fawcett, like on the classic poster that everybody says, her hair is not feathered. It's that sexy mussed up hair. You and your girlfriend watched it earlier tonight. It was very interesting. What movie are we talking about? Aquaman? What are we talking about? I'm confused. She was your 80s crush. Did you have the poster? I had a small version of it. That was when like women didn't give a shit. They were out in public with their hard nipples and shit. I'll leave the world behind. So what do you think of it? Give me your mini review of it. You had the big one. I got one. I remember it was small. It must have been included like in a magazine or something. Hey Gigi, you don't have to tell your personal life on here or whatever, but are you married? Are you dating anybody? Just wondering. They think you. The only reason I'm saying is they might think you're crazy spending time on here watching this shit with me. Would be crazy if that scenario actually happened. Yeah, I agree. But I was a little disappointed in the ending. Not the fact that what the little girl was doing, but the fact that it turned out to be exactly what they thought it was. I was like, this is very anticlimactic. Plus, it was almost 2 hours and a half long. It was way too long. They should have cut that shit out down to like right at 2 hours. Check your email yet on Bandbox? No. Did they ship already? Hey, I sold a wrestling figure on eBay. Nope, you're single. Well, you're a very cool, very natural acting person. You don't have any I watch your videos. You got like a very authenticity to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're easy to get along with. I think you that would be very attractive to men nowadays. I would think there's too many women who just like try to fake themselves up for social media and shit nowadays. There's a monk movie. I just watched it. I watched it like a night or two nights ago. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be. So she's looking for her mother now. Tina is in this movie. I probably shouldn't have been drinking mixed drinks and beer at the same time. I did like the end of that monk movie though. Yeah, I made this drink too strong. This dude up in his fucking tidy whities and his white shirt on, white t-shirt on, that's so attractive. Fucking trying to dry hump her. Of course. I'm about the most honest person you're gonna ever meet. I'm single as a Pringle. Is that a fucking saying? Doug, do you just make up shit as you're going along? It'd be like SpongeBob soon. I'll be talking to a rock and a Pringle and a tissue. Dude, see, you start out good and then you like end it on a sour note. If any female is ever watching this, that I've got all this out there for the world to see, all these great scenarios you paint. What's the channel name, Gigi? There's a whole lot of, all right, now I'm going to say something vulgar here, but there's a lot of people fucking up in this movie with no nudity in it. So this is like if they can't have the violence in it because the MPAA cut it out, they could at least show you like a pair of tits every once in a while. I mean, come on now. What's with this movie? It's very tame. So I always used to tell people you could show like Friday the 13th, 6, 7, and 8 to most people. It doesn't have a lot of blood in it. It doesn't have a lot of nudity in it. They're good movies. It's like they're better produced movies than some of the other ones, but it's just like toned down so much. I just like the Jason in this one. Single as a Pringle. Is that what you're going to tell everybody, Gigi? Starting this week, you're going to be like, I'm single as a Pringle. GGTV. I don't think you're going to get any dates out of that one. You know, I think the way you can get this is if you're commenting on a video of mine. And you click by somebody's name, you can hit go to channel and it'll take you to the channel because, yeah, Gigi's got 73 subscribers and 27 videos. So this scene here where he's killing the two at the van, from what I understand in the deleted scenes, I've watched them, you know, they would have been a lot better because it'd have been a lot more violent, I think. Possibly. A wicker bed, yeah. She was like, I'm drying out in here. Come on now. I like this. And this dude is almost done and he ain't done nothing but dry hump so far. She's like, one day soon, Ashton Kutcher, you'll be famous and I might come back and give you a little bit. You attract crazies I'm not even trying to date right now. At least that chick is being honest to my man right there. How many of you have all had a water bed? I didn't have a water bed, But my aunt that I was close to and I stayed there a lot, she had a waterbed. Usually bipolar chicks. Maybe they aren't. Maybe you're bipolar and you just think that way. So they finished. This couple right here, these two, right? They finished. Do you get to see this chick nude? I don't remember. This movie's very weak. It's weak sauce when it comes to the nudity. This hat's itching my head. I got a haircut. I basically don't have any hair left. I want it to look good for the holidays. She's like, who cares? It reminds me. Did anybody see Eddie Murphy? Was it that HBO special? Was a comedian when he was talking about the honeymooners being gay? Can we talk about that now, or is that or would I get canceled? I don't want to. Hey, I don't want to get blocked off YouTube. Don't be telling your stories on here. I'm not going to tell the whole joke because it's kind of raunchy. But did you guys every time I see those when they're in the bed and they're like giggling and laughing and they don't really show them having sex. For some reason, it reminds me of that Eddie Murphy joke when he's talking about the honeymooners, and he's talking about Ralph and what's his name? What's the honeymooners characters? Ralph and who? Oh, look, you see these guys' nipples. Ralph and Norton. Norton, my friend, how would you like to fuck me up the ass? Start fucking. Hummina, 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 hummina. That reminds me of that every time. Every time I see them, I want to go hummina, 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 hummina. This dude is fucking got so much. Oh, you do see random boobs. She dropped the sheet. We got hey, we got a sign of some nipples. Yeah, hey Ralph. Way to go, Ralphie boy. How would he just randomly know what a flashlight was? Oh, and they got 2 flashlights. They were going to do hand puppets on the wall, maybe. Oh, so nobody answered my question earlier. Did anybody order those shitty Disney 100 steel books from Best Buy because they were $10? So how random could that be? I done got a little fucked up. It goes from I was talking about Ralph and Norton, and he was like, "Start fucking humming, humming, humming." And then I was like, "Hey, how about those random Best Buy steel books? Did anybody order any?" And Mustard T, yeah, Mustard T. He clench up your butt cheeks and rip your dick off. They wouldn't ship to you. I didn't know if you had a store nearby. Is anybody else excited for Axel Foley like Beverly Hills Cop 4? I thought I saw the trailer. I didn't think I would be at first, and I saw the trailer, and now I am. I'm kind of jazzed up about it. I kind of wish it was at the theaters though, instead of on Netflix. They're going up into the Amityville house. One of the funniest bits I like is when he's talking about having the Eddie Murphy's talking about having the barbecue, and he was like his Aunt Bunny would always fall down the steps. And he was like she would take like forever doing it too. She'd be like, "Oh, help me, Lord Jesus! I'm falling down the steps, Lord Jesus! My shoe." My Best Buy had a bunch of them. I wished I could have got the Star Wars trilogy. I ended up getting Star Wars and Return of the Jedi, and I did not couldn't. They didn't have Empire Strikes Back, and then I got what was the other couple I got? I figured for $10 to get them on a 4K steelbook, eventually, it might be worth something. It looks like Best Buy, man. I think they're going to be winding that shit down, man, quicker than everybody thought. Oh, she's starting to use her telekinesis now. I don't own Encanto, is that how you pronounce it, at all on any media, so I ordered that steel book, so for $10. And then I ordered shit. Where'd it go? Yeah, that's bullcorn. So I got Return of the Jedi and Star Wars. And Encanto and The Little Mermaid. Because I didn't own The Little Mermaid in 4K. Yeah, I know, but they still got a couple things on their site that's in January. Yeah. Yeah, like he was like, I wanted McDonald's, and my mom's like, we don't need the McDonald's. We can make McDonald's at home. And then he goes, yeah, my mom made that big well-fed green pepper burger. Like she would put like the loaf bread down and put the meat on it, and it was so greasy it would like go all the way through the bread and put green peppers on it. He's like, Mama, McDonald's don't have green peppers. Shut up. Yeah, I was wondering. It doesn't matter. I mean, I very rarely pre-order anything from Best Buy, so I didn't have anything pre-ordered out there. But nobody knew the date now, so it looks like they're basically canceling. So right now they still have the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season 1 steel book for February 13th still out there where you can order it. They're clearancing a bunch of shit, man. They clearance a bunch of they don't have anything from the steel books from the last couple months out there, but anything before that, I was checking to see. Well, so we got like a flash of nudity in this. I'll give them credit. It's a step up on above part 6 with some nudity in there. Eddie Murphy's gonna get us canceled. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't have enough a big enough channel to get canceled. It's kind of like what was it, comedian Tom Segura when he was like, "Damn it, I didn't think we'd ever lose midget. We can't say midget." We got Doug on here typing up bullshit in here. You know, I've actually every live stream I do, I guess because we say something within the first couple minutes, gets tagged for inappropriate for children, but or all audiences or whatever. You know, every single one of them lately, though, I put it in, make them review it, and then they come back and end up giving me full what do you call it, revenue. But I don't earn hardly anything from revenue. Like, I'll give you an example. The live stream that I did last week, I made 39 cents from that. Woo! I see the awesome design. What did you send me something? No, I don't have my somebody thanked me for recommending Orbit DVD. No, I don't have my what do you call it? Notifications turned on. That's cool. Back to Universal, kind of like Back to the Future. Every time Doug sends me a text, he's watching me. So like I see myself like on his text. That's weird. I don't ever want to see me. I'm like the worst. I know I probably am like the worst looking and sounding YouTuber out there. My nose is stopping up for some reason. I need more alcohol. That's a real man's drink. Look, I got that big cube of ice in there. I got that at like a dollar store a long time ago. Like the little thing that makes those big round pieces of ice. Thank the world for Dollar Tree. You know, I went into another Dollar Tree this week and found like 3 or 4 movies that I didn't have. What is with this? They don't have an official drop. I'm pretty sure I figured out what's going on. like most of these stores don't have enough space anymore. They only allocate like a little section for movies, and when they sell it down a little bit, then they put another box they've had in the back. And those boxes have probably been in the back for like 3 months. Oh, she's petting her pussy. And now it ran away. And now she's got a handful of blood. And there's his head. Oh shit, I spilled it on my shirt. Must have had some on the top. I do. It splashed. So she gets thrown out of a window. Speaking of Eddie Murphy, remember in Beverly Hills Cop when he was like, what are you arresting me for getting thrown out of a window? I got thrown out of a fucking window. Just to remind anyone, you have until midnight your time to order House of 1,000 Corpses shirts from Terror Threads. Look at Doug doing the public service message. Appreciate you, Doug. You might, but it looks like to me, from what I'm reading, Walmart is going to become the new Best Buy. Like, Walmart has announced a ton of steel books. There's one I probably won't get. Creepshow 4K Steelbook is exclusive to Walmart that's coming out because the guy that I was talking about, independent filmmaker that I know, Dustin Ferguson, he actually produced some of the content that's on that, I think. There's some awesome designs. Check it out quick, Jeff. What are you talking about? Check it out quick. You only sent me that. You didn't send me a link. You talking about going to Fright Rags? Doug sent me a story about some movies he ordered from Amazon. I'm not going to fall over the banana in the tailpipe. Terror Threads. I'm worried they're going to like lean too hard on the nostalgia act because him jumping in the car in the trailer. So Dr. Cruz just basically put her mother up as a human shield. The whole final act of this movie fucking rules. I love this Friday the 13th, part 7, the whole end. Oh man, I got a lot going on. I just sold a loose wrestling figure for $44 on eBay. And I got a message from Doug, and I got another message from one of the other users. It's funny. I got a lot of users that hit me up on like Facebook and Instagram, and then they don't show up in the live streams. I wonder why. You sent me a link to Terror Threads. What am I looking for? Bad News Cruise. Oh, you talking about the House of 1,000 Corpses? I like this House of 1,000 Corpses shirt here. God damn, I can't get it to zoom in right on my phone. That's pretty cool. I like that. Dr. Satan, Dr. Satan. We need to watch that. Yeah, we need to watch House of 1,000 Corpses. Is that on Tubi? How the fuck was I not asked to join this? LOL. Dude, you're so busy. And we're the watch alongs that we do, we rarely ever watch the movie. So we've been bullshitting about everything else under the sun other than this movie. So not a lot of Friday the 13th talk going on in this live stream. That's probably why. But where does Jason keep getting those wonderful toys? Yeah, the part that Peter had in his movie that I love, one of the best parts, the red and blue one is cool, is coming up. Yeah, so Peter, we mentioned you earlier. I was talking about Roseblood. I need to do a Roseblood watch along on here. I haven't done that yet, have I? I'd love to do that. Would you be interested in doing a Roseblood watch along with us? I can't believe we haven't done one already. That's some bullshit. You see the new link that shows all the parts deleted from part 7. Never seen that before. It's amazing. I'll send it to you if you want. Yeah, send me the link. Somebody made me, one of the dudes in one of the mod groups made me a part 7. Here's the weed whacker. There it is. I love it. He's going after Cruz now. He's like, no matter how fast you run, I'll fucking always catch up to you. Go ahead and fall on the ground a little bit. Yeah, Peter was paid homage to that weapon by having all that his weapons hanging up on the wall in there. I'm Dan. Yeah, I'll join and get people. That's cool, man. Yeah, let's talk after Christmas. Maybe we'll do that. Like whenever you think would be a good time. That would be amazing. We got some people here. We was talking about Roseblood earlier, so it'd be cool because we got some of my mainstays that really have watched the movie and kind of embraced it as the unofficial sequel that it is. I know this is a sore spot for you because of the person, but I never was a huge fan of those Never Hike Alone movies, but that new one is fairly good. I give them credit for that. Yeah, we need to we'll do a watch along with that. I'll get with Peter and we'll figure it out. Yeah, the bull and Paula Sanchez is one of my favorite scenes in the film ever. I love that, man. I love when you do that. I noticed that first thing because it's like you recorded it from underneath looking up, kind of like that Friday 13th part 3. Look. Did I look? No, I haven't looked at the other shirts yet. Yeah, we'll do a watch along to Roseblood after Christmas whenever Peter thinks he can get some. And I don't have to have anybody. If you could get somebody else to watch it with us, that'd be awesome. I mean, you're enough. I appreciate you supporting me. But if you could, that'd be fucking awesome. Hey, Doug, Doug, one of my mainstays, have you watched Roseblood yet that I've recommended? Time's a ticking. Yeah, we're getting down to the finale here where she's gonna start fighting Jason. You talking about time's a ticking on buying those shirts? Doug really loves Terror Threads and all that stuff. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the first one or Never Hiking in Snow, but I kind of like that last one though. I'll give him credit for that. I like his Captain Spaulding shirt. Did you order any of these, Doug? All right, this is one of my favorite. This is when we're gonna have to start watching this real quick. It's starting to get to the point where, yeah, there's one of the shirts Doug was talking about, Captain Spaulding. This is the parts I start liking, man. She's got the roots where she's pulling them around the legs. She hits the power line, drops it down. It's going to go into the water, electrocute his ass. Which is kind of funny because that's what fucking brought him to life. So why would it kill him? But she didn't know that, obviously. Doug does have some of the coolest tees, though. Yep, I give him credit for that. I just have a hard time paying $30 for a shirt, like a T-shirt. I'd rather spend the money on a movie. Order 3 of them. Order the first one you showed, the Captain Spaulding, then the all blue one. I can't fucking breathe. This one. So now Jason is coming after her. She's in the house. It's good. This is coming up to where it's got some of my favorite parts of the movie in there. So we need to watch the movie for a little bit. Him coming through that glass, that's fucking awesome. Him jumping into the room right after the thunder and lightning strike. I love that. Jason stands up and looks at her like he's a fucking badass. He's looking at her like, what's going on with you? How can you do this shit? This is kind of weak sauce right here, though. She's gonna like slam the doors on him, like put a table in front of it, like that's gonna stop him. Jason, get the table. Oh, she's hitting him with the sofa. The head. That's funny. She's like, Jason's like, she's like, I'm gonna give you some head, Jason. And she didn't lock the door when he jumps through the glass. I know, it was just cool looking. Jason got head. Yep, that's what I said. I love this stunt here. Obviously, if you go read what happened, the way it collapsed was a little wrong. Kane Hodder got hurt. Well, could have got hurt, sorry. And seriously, but he didn't, obviously. But that fucking looks so epic. I remember in the theater, man, when that fell, everybody cheered. If she didn't cut his head off or basically rip him apart, why would she think that he's dead? I hate that bitch back there. I love his part when he sticks his arm up. You people give me the creeps. What people? Poor people? You want to come? That's a double entendre if I've ever heard one. Jason's like, I got something to fuck you up. Whack. If she wanted to hit him with something instead of that couch, pick up that big fucking TV right there and hit him with it. Because back in the day, we used to have a TV that size, and my dad and I could barely even move it because they didn't have wheels on them back then. Pick that big TV up and hit him. Yep. Bzz. I love that part with him going up the steps. Kind of reminds me of like Michael Myers. How much slack did they put in the damn electrical cord up in there? Oh, it's bizarre. What, did Bizarro show up? Did I miss her? I used to rent this movie almost every week for a year just to watch the last 15, 20 minutes. There is no better 15 minutes in any Friday 13th film ever than the epic. I agree with that. I used to love that. I used to like the last parts of 6 and this one. That's kind of weak right there. He's stepping on his back, but this is my favorite part right here when she rips squeezes the mask on his fucking head. He looks at her. Boom. That's awesome right there. Then she hangs him. That's pretty fucking epic right there. You bought that Universal Monster shirt? That's cool. Bizarro Supergirl. Did I miss her coming in? I don't see her comment. Yep, I ain't dead yet. She the one said, "Oh, she said Buzz." Okay, that was her. You know what? The reason is I'm so used to seeing her avatar that when she got the new one last week, I forgot. I forgot that was her. So he pulls Tina down in the basement. I like this where Jason's like fucking pissed. He's like, "Fuck this shit." And she's like, "I got you. I'm going to hit you with these nails." He's like, "What are you trying to annoy me to death?" Yeah. This is the part I do like. She's squirting him. Tina's squirting him with that gasoline there. Since she's not a girl, she can't control the stream, and she gets a little bit of it on her sleeve. She has to take that off. She don't want to get burned when she catches them on fire. He's like, "You wouldn't, you bitch." And this is one of the best burn scenes ever in the history of movies, man. This fire here. And if you know the history of Kane Hodder, he obviously, he got burned pretty bad during a stunt gone wrong. So the fact that he was willing to do this is just fucking epic. As far as him as a stunt performer, one of the longest burns ever right here. Yep, she's squirting. Tina's a squirter. She couldn't control her stream. He wakes up seeing him fucking burning alive. That's pretty cool right there. Anybody, you have to admit, some of the stuff at the end here is cool. Now, the part I don't understand, though, is so at the beginning, we had a part I didn't understand, like how does his clothes change from being like green and khaki and a utility belt and gloves, all that's gone, to here at the end. What explodes? They don't have a fucking boiler in the house, do they? I mean, why would the house explode like that? I was watching the documentary about this, and they was talking about how they used too much explosive, and it like blew up like way more than it should have. But either way, it's still pretty cool. But all GGTV does is laugh at me. She's like, "I like that shirt. I can't believe it." Muhammad the Black Superman, he floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee, bum, boppa, bum. Okay, whatever. All right, so Jason is pissed off now. This kind of reminds me of, when they're on the dock from Freddy versus Jason. He's like, "Yeah, didn't you just see all that other shit that I just went through?" All he does is he just throws this dude around. He never tries to kill him. That one scene there where he leans over her, you can see a little bit of Kane Hodder in him. You can almost tell it's him. Jason should muscle up. What'd she say? No, I brought it up on there pretty quick. You talking about that one? Keep your mask on, Jason. That's the face not even your mother could love. That's pretty funny. That's like here in Virginia when they got the workers on the side of the road. Basically, just one of them just stands there and points. Like, they guys, like, you see that fire over there. We got almost all of it out. There's like that one little thing there. I got to point it out so you can make sure you put it out. So Nick's all right, but you don't get to see him. So, of all the Friday the 13th movies, Jason does not do a good job of killing off the final girls, does he? Like, other than the first one where he comes back and kills. There's Nick. So he takes care of the final girl from the first one, and then after that, they all survive. And they get the fuck away from Crystal Lake, where Jason will have to figure out where they are. So there was Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. What monster shirt did you get, Doug? Who's on it? He got House of 1,000 Corpses. I think he said he got 3 different ones. My wife had to close tonight. I hear Mrs. JEFFMAN316 coming in the door. Shh. So we could change up, Doug. If you want me to add Krampus onto that list, I can do it, and we can see if it becomes a better list. If we want to do Black Christmas, Krampus, and I'll leave. Do we want to do Trapped in Paradise as the third option, or do we want to do P2? P2, we keep it as where they're all horror movies. Yeah, that Back to the Future one he was showing me. I'll bring it. I got the hiccups. I'll bring it up on the screen for a second. That one. Keep P2. Okay. So we'll do the 3. But I still, hey, if you guys like comedies and you want a good Christmas movie, good ensemble cast, feel good kind of comedy, watch Trapped in Paradise with Nicolas Cage. It's a really good movie. So I'll do the 3 because explosions are cool. Yeah. I'll keep P2, Black Christmas, and Krampus. That'll be the 3 that I list. Okay, I'll leave them all on there then. It doesn't really matter. Most of the time we get one of them gets all the votes. People are going to vote for Black Christmas. But yeah, as soon as I get off here tonight, I'll post the link. The poll, and we'll get the winner. So I appreciate anybody that voted on my Jeffy Awards. So if you weren't here earlier, like we were talking about that Bizarre Supergirl, probably the week between Christmas and New Year, I'll be editing that video and my Jeffy Awards will come out. So I need to talk to you, GG. We need to look at the Horror Pack limited editions, and we need to pick which one we thought was the best from the last 12 that they released. Yep. How am I doing tonight? Hey, what's up? Appreciate you stopping by. Hit a like on the video if you don't mind. I'm doing pretty good. We just watched Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. The original. It's going to be the original. Well, there's 2 remakes to Black Christmas. I was talking about that last week, where the original is obviously the classic everybody likes, but I didn't mind the 2006 one. Now, the newest one is hot garbage. Yeah, we're talking about the original Black Christmas. Margot Kidder, I'm a queen bitch, Black Christmas. The 2006 one is pretty good though. Did you guys see the It's Me Billy, the fan film from Friday 13th, from Black Christmas fan film that was made? That was pretty good. I got the Blu-ray of that. I supported that. They got the sequel that they're filming right now. But yeah, so I'll put the poll up starting tomorrow. We'll let it run through probably Friday night. And then that way we'll know. I'll post a link to the watch along, and we'll do that next Saturday night. So that way we won't have to worry about butting up against Christmas. So Saturday night, December 23rd, we'll do the watch along at 10 o'clock. And I can stay on here as long as we want that night. Bizarre Supergirl, you should check it out on tvillain.com. And for the other 3 shirts, terrathreads.com. Yeah, Doug is doing his Doug's pushing this shit like he's getting a commission on it. I need to find the notebook where I wrote them now. I can look for the last 12. I got them over here. I'll send you a message tomorrow. We don't have to do it tonight. I don't want to keep you up late. Well, that's right. You probably 2 or 3 hours behind me. But yeah, I mean, I got to get up pretty early in the morning. So we'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, Doug's pushing them fucking shirts like he's getting commission on it. So he's wanting you to know everything about them. Yep, I know. I maybe one day I'll get sponsored. They were Bizarro. They were talking about earlier. Everybody that joined on my live stream, I had the monetization turn on, and they were getting random ads on there. I should have left it on. I turned it off. I might turn it back on. Like I said, the live streams are the worst. You don't make a lot of money on those. Live streams are to engage your audience. Yeah, the Jeffy Awards. This one will be a little bit different. The last 2 years, obviously, I was just starting. I've met a lot more people. Obviously, a lot of you. Appreciate all you guys, the support you guys give me. But I've met quite a few people doing YouTube. And so I like to expand the awards out. So I've got Cody did an intro to a video. Doug did one. I'm hoping Gigi will do one for me about Horror Pack. I've got a couple of awards for independent film. I obviously don't know any big actors, so I do independent film. But I've got an independent filmmaker and an independent film that I picked, and the actual people who made it have recorded acceptance videos. So that'll be on there. I've got some YouTubers like Rocco the Great, a toy hunter, Mid-Level Media, who's probably on live right now. He's going to record a video. I got a friend of mine, well, online friend on the channel, the Horror Punk. He's doing it. A movie reviewer that I really love got me kind of into this. Drum Dums. He does movie reviews, mostly horror, but he does mainstream stuff. He's going to do a video for me. As far as now announcing the winner. So the way it'll go is I'll announce the award for the ones I'm doing where it's just a person announcing the winner, tell you what the award is, and then post their video. So it'll probably be a little longer than most. I'll break it into chapters if you want to skip around. But I really wanted to do this one where, I didn't tell you guys, but I'll go ahead and mention it now. Gator McCluskey did an epic video for me about a box set of movies that he and I both love that I'm doing as my box set of the year. So he recorded one of the best videos for me, used a lot of special effects and editing and stuff. So he rules. So yeah, can't wait. I'm going to get all the videos this week, hopefully, and then next week after Christmas, I'll edit it together and it'll post around the new year. So that's the way the new year will start with my 2023 Jeffy Awards. Yeah, it's I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard nothing but positive reviews from it. So I think it would be worth it for $34. So yeah. And she said that's a cool shirt. So one of the videos, hold on a second, I'll show you guys what I was showing them earlier. I did the giveaway for the 2,500 subscribers. That person's got to contact me. Let me double check. So was it Sega CD Universe? Is that who won? I haven't gotten any messages that I see. Nope. And then let me check on X or Twitter. Nope. So I'll post the winner But I've got an unboxing to do this week. I've got the 4K set for Talk to Me that came from Australia. I'll unbox that steelbook and show you on the channel, but it came with a prop that was the actual hand from the movie. Can't get it. It's in this big fucking box here. Bigger than my big head. So look for that this week. I'm going to unbox that. I like that movie. It's not, I think people went a little overboard with it. It's not as good. It's good. It's really good, but it's not as great as everybody said it was. It was a lot of tropes of shit that I'd seen before. But the main actress in it was really good. So, I got a Die Hard video coming out this week of my main. I'm going to revamp that because I did a video in a long time ago when the channel started about why Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I'm going to revisit that. I think I got a little video I'm going to do where I talk something I like about Christmas Vacation as well. And then when I went the weekend, I didn't do my live stream. I went to the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia. If you don't know what that is, you should Google it. It's pretty famous as far as what it's known for. But we spent the weekend there, and I recorded a lot of shit there internally on the property and the light shows that they do. So that'll post on Christmas Day. It'll be my look at the Greenbrier Resort. Probably just be like some music in the background with a lot of the video I did. So. Well, no, but they give you a pen so you can write on it if you want, so you can actually start doing the shit yourself. Yeah, that was the only reason I got that. I didn't get it at first, and then they put it on sale for I think it was Umbrella. Plus, it's limited edition. Like the movie pack itself is $2,600. You pay like 40 some bucks for that Amazon exclusive just to have a slip cover. I mean, I didn't pay, but I don't remember what it was, but this steelbook's pretty cool. But yeah, they give you a pen in it, so it's a dry erase hand. You can write on it yourself. I'll show you that in the video. You guys really make my weekend great. I love you guys. No, I love you, brother. I love all of you. There's no way, there was, what was it, last year around this time? I almost quit YouTube because I had a couple live streams nobody showed up for. I think Doug was even busy. And then I just wasn't getting any traction, man. I went for like a couple months where I basically got like no subscribers. So I was almost thinking about closing shop, but I'm glad I didn't. So I ramped it up, and then I ended up getting about 1,000 subscribers over the last year. So you guys are great. I love the people that I've met here. Most of you guys that are on here now have been mainstays. Scott, Doug, Gigi. I'm glad you found the channel. Bizarro, Supergirl. Arturo usually has to work on Sunday nights. Maybe he can show up on Saturday night since we're doing the watch along on Saturday night. Spread the word. Get your friends on here. I mean, we love talking about movies. Rick has been a supporter of mine from the beginning. And obviously, I met Peter through this channel. I've met some good filmmakers. The guy who made Carousel because of Cody telling me about that. So if you look at the positives, I wouldn't know all of you guys. And I do consider you guys my friends. I'm not fake. So whatever you see here on this YouTube channel is exactly how I am in real life. I know Doug says sometimes he doesn't understand my sarcastic humor, but that's the way I am. Glad you stayed. I remember your video and posting it choked up made me want to give you a bear hug. Yeah, I mean, it's because I felt like that I was half-assing the live streams. I would get on here. We wouldn't talk much. I think people sensed that I didn't have the passion. But I think you guys have seen I've changed. Like, I really do get into these movies. And if we don't, I get into the chat. So hopefully we can build on this. you got to have a base. I mean, you got to have people that support you from the beginning. If you don't get a good base, and like I said, I just figured, people just didn't like my style. Do I need to wear a gown to the Jeffies? Oh, you guys going to wear their monkey suits? Well, I'm going to wear my gold blazer that I bought at the Dollar Tree that I wear in all my award videos, and I'll probably wear a bow tie. I got a bow tie here somewhere. So I got a green bow tie I might wear. I had a light up bow tie. I don't know what I did with it. So yeah, I'll wear my blazer. That's not going to be live. It'll be recorded. It's going to be a long video, so it'll probably take me a while to edit it, and I'll probably do it in 4K. So, but I'll put chapters in it if you guys want to skip around. But I really appreciate all you guys supporting me this past year. I wouldn't have stayed in it if it wasn't for you guys. So I don't want to get misty, as Mel Gibson said. I just wore my horror shirt. That's cool. I love Captain Spaulding. He's like one of my favorite parts of that those movies. I don't think I've got a bumper I created with him. I did, but I don't think I got it on here. Nope, I don't think I did. Sometimes I create like those little, I call them bumpers, like I put in between stuff. And I had a Captain Spaulding one, but I don't know what I did with it. You paid 30. Well, that's good because it was like $42 when it first came out. I'm kind of, as you saw in that video when I was laughing because I bought that Jeepers Creepers. I like steel books, but I don't like all of them. I like the ones that have like good artwork on them. So, but I love these box sets like this one's in, like that hard, like Arrow stuff. Like I've got the one that they did Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I've got the Terrifier one. I ordered that movie, The Hitcher. But that shit from Australia takes forever. It got to Los Angeles like 2 weeks ago, and it's sitting in customs for like 3 days. Maybe it's because the box was so big. But I'll show you. There's a lot of stuff in here other than just the movie. So I'll show you it says it's region B, but that's the Blu-ray. 4Ks are region free usually. So this box set is 2,600, but they only had 2,000 hands. Yeah, I agree with that. Most of the Otis. I remember that video where you apologized. That's when I joined your channel. I seen you were a real deal. Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Yeah, like I said, what it was is I'll just go ahead and tell you what spurred that, and then we'll get off here. I promised Peter back then that I would do a review of his movie and then the movie that his buddy was working on, Vengeance 2. And reviews are hard to do. Number one, I don't want to script it, but I like to write bullet points. But number two, I like to put clips in there. To edit that shit down and put a really good review, it takes a little bit of work. So I tend to not do as many of those. Yeah, I turned the monetization back on because I was going to get off. Make me that 10 cent. Woo! But either way, if I don't know whether you're seeing me or not. But then Jason Pitts, I agree. I told him I would get that I would get him on the show because he made those Friday the 13th fan films, and I didn't even review his fan films. So I felt fucking bad because I had promised those guys that I would do reviews of their stuff, and it was like a month later, and I still hadn't done it. So I wasn't putting any effort in my videos. I wasn't putting the bumpers on there. I was just half-assing it. So I decided to do a reset. And I put that video out there, and if I don't get any response from this video, then I'm not gonna keep doing it. And I got really positive response from it. So you guys are talking about, yeah, Dougie Fresh is talking about, yeah, especially in Devil's Rejects. That's true. Three from Hell would have been better if he still lived. That's true. That movie was not good because he wasn't in it. Yeah, and then you had a Spanish ad. That's pretty cool. Either way. I might have to find me something for my sinuses, man. I'm having trouble breathing here. I think I'm going to get up off here. So Gigi, can you I'll send you the list, or you send me a list tomorrow. Can we talk about see if we can agree on what we think the best horror pack limited edition is of the year? And would you be gracious enough to, once we decide, to record a quick little video, it can be on your phone or whatever, to just say what the award is and what the actual choice of the year is? Watch Leo on Netflix. Great movie. I've checked that out. So yeah, Gigi, if you'll do that for me, I really would appreciate it, because I'd like to include you on the video. I've got a couple of worst ofs. I wasn't going to ask anybody to help me with that. Like if it's the worst steel book, something else worst. If anybody is watching this and wants to participate, I got a couple more awards you could help me with. But you're awesome. I appreciate you so much. Adam Sandler and Bill Burr. It's animated. Yeah, I saw the commercial for it, the ad, the trailer, whatever you want to call it. It looks pretty decent. You're a sweetheart. I appreciate you so much for helping me. Doug's already sent me his, and Cody's already sent me his. So it means a lot to me that people are willing to do that to make the show even better. So, all right, boys and girls, if you don't have anything else, I'm going to get off here. Oops. Crying is good for you. That's what they say. You're not supposed to bottle up your emotions. And I had no script for that. So when I got on there and did that video, however I felt or whatever I said it just rolled out. So I know I did get choked up at one time, and I had to stop the video because I didn't want to record that and seem cheesy. But either way, of course, you the one told me that you found my channel because of the Dollar Tree videos, and you're fairly new and you got your own channel, so I want to use it as a support for all you guys. And big hugs for the big guy. Yeah, you know I love you, Doug. I appreciate you too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, so that way I can get stuff ready. Or like I said, I gotta do my Christmas party at work tomorrow. I gotta get my gift and stuff ready. So a lot of big things coming up on the channel in the next couple weeks. So watch out, spread the word, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Until next time, boys and girls, this has been JEFFMAN316. I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out. I'm saying you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.